Welcome back to the AI Gaming channel, and today we're looking at a game that's a bit out of the ordinary. It's called Duru, about mole rats and depression, developed by the German studio Twisted Ramble. In this unique platformer, you step into the paws of Tuli, a mole rat living in the South African steppe. Her life, much like ours, is filled with routines and friendships, but it's also marred by nightmares, a foreboding sign of difficult times ahead. After a particularly dreadful nightmare, Tuli's life spirals downward. She blames herself for not gathering enough beets for her clan, for the beets being devoured by worms, and for the impending starvation of her people. Amidst all this, there's news of a fearsome monster on the loose. As hope wanes, Tuli slips into a deep hole of depression, symbolized by a shadowy, unhelpful companion that often hinders her from performing even the simplest tasks. This companion is a representation of the crippling effect of depression, a condition that can strike anyone, especially during challenging times. Duru focuses on the everydayness of this form of depression, an approach that feels relevant and realistic. One of the game's most distinctive features is its use of wordless language. Conversations and scenes are conveyed through images and speech bubbles, which allows for some interpretation without losing sight of the main narrative. At its core, Duru is a platformer. Between levels, the story unfolds, but the levels themselves can be quite frustrating. You'll need to hop, solve puzzles, and follow clues to progress. Many levels follow a pattern of activating levers or switches to open doors, which can feel repetitive. A lack of an overview of how many beats you've collected in each level or which ones you need to replay to reach 100% completion can add to the frustration. Adding to the challenge are the physical manifestations of Tuli's depression within the game. For instance, the dark companion Belle, who's invisible to others in the game, is always by Tuli's side. You can't stray too far from Belle without being reset, a mechanic that symbolizes the crippling effect of depression on autonomy and movement. Despite this, there are moments of triumph where you can trick Belle into being somewhat helpful. These moments are rare but serve as a reminder of the resilience needed to cope with depression. However, Duru has some technical issues that need addressing. Platforms can be unstable, often causing you to fall through them or the ground itself, leading to multiple frustrating retries. Moreover, the controls for tasks like stone throwing can feel overly complex and unresponsive. Despite these gameplay frustrations, the concept and message behind Duru, about mole rats and depression, are commendable. It's a brave attempt at highlighting the struggle of living with depression, personified by the burdensome companion Belle. However, the gameplay issues risk overshadowing this important message. With a little more tweaking, Duru has the potential to offer a valuable gaming experience that goes beyond entertainment and delves into a poignant exploration of mental health. Certainly, let's delve further into the experience that Duru, about mole rats and depression, offers. One of the interesting aspects of the game is how it realistically portrays the advice people often give to those with depression. Tuli's friends suggest she should get out more, exercise, or even simply look at flowers, typical suggestions that might sound helpful but often fall short of addressing the complexity of the condition. The game's realistic depiction of these situations emphasizes the misunderstood nature of depression. The game's visual storytelling is another standout feature. Conversations are depicted through images within speech bubbles, allowing a degree of interpretation. This provides a more immersive experience as it engages the player's imagination to fill in the details, while also maintaining a clear narrative direction. However, when it comes to the platforming elements of the game, Duru becomes a mixed bag. While there are engaging moments of puzzle solving, such as figuring out how to move rocks to switches, the platforming sequences can often lead to frustration. The main issue lies in the controls for actions like stone throwing, which are complex and often unresponsive. The platform mechanics also leave room for improvement, with unstable platforms causing frequent falls and retries. Furthermore, the game's repetition of lever and switch activation puzzles can feel monotonous. A lack of an overview of how many beats you've collected in each level, or which ones you need to replay to reach 100% completion, adds to this feeling. Despite these frustrations, Duru, about mole rats and depression, deserves praise for its bold concept. The game's aim to bring the experience of depression to the forefront is an important endeavor. The character of Belle, the embodiment of Tully's depression, serves as a potent symbol of the challenges faced by those with mental health issues. Yet, the game's technical issues can detract from its overall impact. The gameplay frustrations risk overshadowing the significant message the game aims to convey. With some refinement and improvement, Duru has the potential to not only offer an engaging gaming experience but also to shed light on a pressing mental health issue in a compassionate and thoughtful way. That's all for our review of Duru, about mole rats and depression. Remember, gaming can be a window into many experiences, even those as complex and nuanced as mental health issues. Stay tuned for more reviews and gaming news, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to support the channel. Thanks for watching, and keep gaming!